Hello. How are you? Very spontaneous live, and I know I just had like a weird thing where it was giving me some issues. So, hello. I don't think anyone's in yet, so I'm just going to wait a little bit. I'm also going to share it in the Facebook group so that way people know that I'm live. Okie dokie. Ooh. So I don't have my normal setup. Hello, Pam. Because we're reducing the amount of cords that are in my room right now. I don't have my overhead, which normally has like a big long cord across the room. But if you guys missed it on my Instagram and my Facebook, we got a new kitten yesterday. And so because of that, I just don't want to, she's very into cords right now. And I think if I was to have my overhead going, I would need to close the door so that way she doesn't strangle herself. So we are adapting to a family with 3 cats again. Hi, guys. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get her on frame for you because she is she's very energetic and she is running all over the place and having a grand old time. She was just in here for the first time and she loved this place. It was like a jungle gym for her. Of course, I have like a bunch of puzzles on the floor. And oh yeah, so her name is Penny. She is an orange kitty, but she's female. So we haven't had a female ever in our household. So this is a new territory. She is orange. And so far, the boys have been okay. Oliver actually is being more of the big brother role and being very protective of her over Loki. Loki is going to need a little bit more time, but he hasn't like swatted at her or anything, just a little bit of hissing. Oliver, though, is like very interested in her and is following her around, and they've been nose to nose a couple times. So maybe I can get her on here, but I'm not holding my breath. Maybe Dave can wrangle her up, but she is super cute. If you want to go over to my Facebook page or on my Instagram page, I do have a little video of when we first got her, and she's so cute. She is orange, and yeah, so that's the big news in our household. We have been thinking about getting a kitten for years. I mean, we were thinking about getting a kitten when we still had Ziggy, but then we were like, Ziggy's too old. We don't want to like mess that up. And then after he passed, we moved, and then we're just like not quite the right time. And now we have our little kitten. So she's super cute. Maybe Dave can get her. Do you get her?
She's super fast.
She is super fast. So we'll see. But she does love to play. She loves playing with string. And we have like this little like track with a ball in it, and she's been loving that. And she loves chasing Oliver's tail. So yeah. Are you trying to get her in here? She's super cute. Anyways, it is rainy today. We originally were wanting to go blueberry picking, but it's raining, so we're not. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do some puzzling, and thought might as well make it alive since I'm here, and just seems like the right thing to do. So again, I don't have my overhead camera on just because I don't want that cord hanging around over her head. But we do have a puzzle that's Halloween themed. It's the one that just called out to me. It was like hanging right there, and I was like, perfect. It's from Boardwalk. It's called Halloween Adventure by Eden Lance. I'll show it to you guys. It's super cute. It has all these like trick-or-treaters, and some are aware of what's happening and some are not. Like there's a couple like scared kids in the back, like the witch and the bumblebee. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like I would be like this little girl here with the ballerina costume who's just like completely oblivious of what's going on. But that's the puzzle that I'm doing, and it's 500 pieces. I already started it. I do have the I guess the me in the puzzle. I don't know if I can pick it up at all, but it's cute. Here we go. So I have that much done, and I was just working on the mummy costume. Dave is playing with her. He's like trying to get her in here. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
I caught the Oliver.
You caught the Oliver instead?
Does that have the string?
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the big news on our end. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. It can be puzzle related, cannot be puzzle related. I'm just here to have a chill afternoon with you guys as I'm puzzling. And I feel like it's been a bit since I've done a live. I feel like I need to do a live where I can do an overhead video. Someone had suggested, and I don't remember who it was, but someone had suggested I recently got a mystery puzzle from White Mountain and to do it on the live to see if we can figure out the mystery together. I think that's a super fun idea, but it's a 1,000 piece puzzle. So that will definitely be in the future, but I love the idea of doing like the mystery together. We can have like our little detective hats on. But I'm going to continue puzzling. I'm always curious if you are puzzling as well. People saying hi to you, babe.
Hi.
He says hi. But yeah, that's what's happening over here. I had no plans for this live. I was just wanting to puzzle. I feel like I've been still in a bit of a puzzle rut, but I'm getting out of it. I was expecting to do a little puzzling yesterday. I had big plans to do maybe 1,000 piece puzzle, and then it just didn't happen because we ended up going to Petco, and then we were like, all right, let's go to the animal shelter. And we knew if we went to the animal shelter, we were getting a kitten. And we were torn between two kitties. There was this super cute black kitten, and his name was Albany, and he was super cute and adorable. But our worry with getting other male is that Oliver is such an alpha. And so we were worried that if we got another male cat, he would be a little bit more threatened, even if it was a kitten. And so we went with the female, and she is super cute. She was super sleepy when we were there, which of course is, you're always just like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest kitten ever. So she was super sleepy when we were picking her out. And it was like loving the love. But now that she's home, she's a crazy one. And so far, I think getting a female was the better choice because he has adapted to her very well. Loki will come around. It's a big thing for him. I am definitely like his mama, so he is more protective of me, I think, than Oliver is. But that's what's happening. Also, just so you know, if you've never been on one of my lives before, is that there is a huge delay between your comments that you are writing to what I can see. So if I'm not commenting on something that you've posted, there's like sometimes a 5-minute delay, especially since right now I am not close to the router. So it might just be a bit for me to see any comments or questions you have. But my nose is running. Has anyone done any fall activities yet? Always curious. I love fall. If you are new here, I think fall is my favorite season. And so we had already gone apple picking last week, and we were going to do our last round of blueberry picking today, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I don't know if we'll get another blueberry picking in before the change of seasons, but that's okay. Trying to figure out this puzzle. I don't know if I'm going to get much puzzling done while I'm on here, but we'll see. Some puzzling is better than no puzzling. Ooh, you're doing a 1,000 piece puzzle. They do. I will say we were torn between the two cats for a while. We were just sitting there, be like, which one do we want? Because Albany was doing a really good job. I know he's going to get adopted because it was so busy there yesterday, and there was like a line of people. Like we even had to have pagers for how many people were there to adopt pets, which just makes me so happy, because that there is going to be a lot of new homes for them, and just like, it's just such a good feeling. It is kind of heartbreaking though when you go to those type of places because you just want them all. Like we just wanted to bring home like 10 kittens, but we only had space really for One we contemplated getting two, but we're just like, that's a lot. 4 cats is a lot. So I think getting just the one was the better choice. But yeah, the shelter that's near us, I want to say they opened up in, I think 2000. I saw the sign 2013. And I think they've adopted like 60,000 pets. Like, isn't that wild? So it just makes me happy that a lot of people go to that shelter. And yeah, I'm happy to get a new kitten. It will be, again, an adjustment, but that's okay. We are excited about it. And we wanted to get her sooner because we are gonna go to Disney for Thanksgiving. We already have that trip planned, so having them adapt before we go is crucial. You know, Oliver will probably be the babysitter. Let me see. Sorry, I'm reading comments that come in. They come in like clumps of like 5. I don't know what these new crowns are. I don't know if you guys can see them too. There's like purple crowns next to your names. I don't know what that means. Like, are you super fans or what? I don't know. But hello to everyone who is here. I know I want to bring all of them to home too. I'm like, oh, do I want to just like go and volunteer there? Because that's an option. But I feel like if I volunteered, we'd end up having like 20 cats because I'd fall in love with one. And we actually were considering up to like 2 years old. And there was I will say that was very exciting to see is that they didn't have too many older cats there. I think the oldest cat that I saw there was 3 years old. I'm assuming that a lot of their senior cats are actually in foster homes versus at the shelter, which is such a nice thing because that way they're not as stressed and they can be in more of a home environment than being in like a little tiny cage, you know? So that was kind of nice because we had gone there and been like, oh, we don't mind if we do a little bit older, but there weren't too many to choose from, which was awesome. So we got a little kitten and she's super sweet. Anyway. Oh, goodness, my nose is running. But this puzzle is very cute. I just saw that it was available on Puzzle Warehouse, so that's exciting. Has anyone bought any new puzzles recently? I'm trying to like slow down the spending right now because I feel like I've gotten a lot of new ones in the past little bit between thrifting and just brands sending me stuff. There's a lot of brands sending me things for their fall line, you know. So I have a lot of puzzles to do, and I've just like I'm surrounded. Like I cleaned my puzzle room last week in that video for you guys, and I need to clean it again. Like it gets out of hand so quickly. But it's just part of the job, and it's a good problem to have, you know. Da-da-da. But this one, how did I get this one? Oh, I purchased this one when I was at Costco a few weeks ago. It's one of my Costco puzzles. And I will say I like the quality of Boardwalk's newer stuff than their old Dawdle stuff, you know. I feel like the fit is a lot better. Like I can pick up this whole section here. And I like the piece cut. So far I have really been enjoying their stuff more than I used to. So that's always good. Da, da, da. So one thing about me is that I love random kitchen appliances. And so last week we ended up getting a Creamy, which is a ice cream maker. And it's supposed to be able to use, so you can make like healthy ice creams where you can use like protein powders and milks and such. I have only made 2 things so far. They were not the diet ones, but it makes a pint at a time. And I'll keep experimenting with it. Maybe you'll see it in a vlog at some point and I can share it with you. But I've liked it so far. The ice cream, I have noticed I like the ice cream that had half and half versus whipping cream, because whipping cream kind of gets your like film on your teeth, you know. I know this is the content you came for. Let's see. You bought 13 puzzles. Oh my goodness. Were they at the thrift store? I've gotten a lot. I have a lot coming. There's a lot of new puzzles coming. Oh, good to know. Okay. Stephanie said, be careful. It might have plastics in it. Good to know. So far, we've only made like 2 things and it's been fine, but I'll have to keep an eye out on that. I feel like for mine, it doesn't get as close to the edge, where I think that's where the plastics would come from, because then it's scraping the sides, where ours goes like, it hasn't gone all the way to the edge of it. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but, ooh, there's a mouse. This puzzle so far is cute. I have the moon mostly done. Oh, it's a head. It's a skeleton head. And let's see, right now I'm working on, I guess, the skeleton and faces. What's this thing? Oh no. I feel like I keep pulling pieces and not actually putting them in anywhere. Let's see, this one. So last night we had Penny in. We didn't have her out. We had her sleeping in like her sanctuary spot, you know, just to make sure she felt safe and made the boys feel less threatened. I think we didn't hear her much last night. I think maybe at one point I heard her scratching a little bit at the door. But other than that, she was completely fine, you know, and Loki was fine because he was able to sleep with me, because that is his spot. But let's see, puzzle pieces. There. Oh, it's his head. I love these piece shapes. I wish I did have my overhead so you could see what I'm doing, but I don't have it out. Oh, Oliver, what you doing? Is she right there?
She's in here under the bed.
Okay.
She's having some treats.
Oh. All right. Let's see. So we have most of the mummy done, and we have this little robot guy. He's having a great time. It's his hand, and then this guy is terrified. He goes over here. Okie dokie. I also have several new advent calendars coming already for the season. I do have a couple Halloween ones coming, which should be fun. I moved it. I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's over there. The soonest one, which they sent over. And then I have the boardwalk one coming, and Stacy sent me one from Reverie, which I'm so excited for. So that one is downstairs. I did get one from Trevel. So we have some good ones for Halloween, and then I did get a few for Christmas too. I feel like Christmas ones, they're harder to come by right now. I feel like the ones that I've talked about previously are still available, so I don't have the need to like review a ton of them, because I still have, 20 or 30 that I did last year that are still relevant, I do have a couple coming, but I feel like a lot of the ones that I'm doing this year are a little bit more on the pricier end, which I don't love. Like I'd want to make things accessible, but I haven't seen too many. I did get the Ravensburger one and a couple others, but nothing, not too many that I can see anyway. So if you noticed any, let me know. We have a little post going right now on the Facebook group where you can share ones that you find. And I know there's a ton on like Amazon from like Pick For You and those drop ship places, which I did do one a couple years ago, I think, and I didn't love it. I was missing a couple pieces in mine, but it was fine. For the price, I think I spent like $10 on it. So that's my thoughts on that one. I feel like I'm so distracted right now with this puzzle. Trying to decide what I want to do. Like, do I want to start pulling edges? But I feel like for these ones, the edges, there's so many extra like false ones. So we'll see. Oh, there's a bumblebee guy. Okay. Also, Dave is watching some news thing on his computer. I don't think you can hear it, but if you can, that's what's happening. Oh, here's the witch's skirt. She has a little, okay. Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to think of upcoming videos that I can like prep you guys for. I am doing one that I'm excited for. The puzzles haven't arrived yet, but it's one that the patrons voted on. And so that one, I did order the puzzles, but they aren't here yet. It's taken quite a bit for that one. But that one should be a fun video. I haven't really tried the brand too much, so we get to explore a new brand together. I mean, it's not new in the puzzle world, but it's new to me. So that should be exciting. I do need to do a video, and I have all the prompts for it, but it was on the Facebook group where I had asked for some like puzzle roulette challenges, and some of them were so hard. So we'll see what comes of that video. Some I straight up won't do, just because it's not. I don't know. I feel like I'd be more frustrated than happy to do a video, and I don't love that. But there are some that I was like, that's a really fun idea. So I will do that sometime. I don't know when. And I have a lot of like fall puzzles coming, and yeah, lots of content coming. I'm surrounded by puzzles right now. I need to clean the space. I did do one of the spring box recently, one of the thrifted ones that I got. It was missing a piece, which is a bummer, but it was still fun. It was is it near me? Yes, it was this one. It is called Games People Played. And it's missing just one piece over on like this cat one right here. So you got her.
She climbed up on my lap.
Aw, she's so sweet. Aw, she's a sweetie. Would you guys like to meet Penny? Oh, so sweet. Let me take it.
She was purring.
Yeah. All right. This is Penny, our newest puzzle helper. She's already explored my puzzle shelves. Huh. Let me see. Want to show everyone?
Is she camera shy?
A little bit. Let's see. She's not used to people yet. Oh.
Oh yeah, she grabs on.
Let's see. She just got fixed a couple days ago. But here she is. She's a sweetie. Oh, she's nervous. Yeah. But she is a sweet little orange kitten. And I think we saw a statistic that only 10% of ginger kitties are female. So she's a little rare one, huh?
Should we do her eyes?
Oh, we should do her eyes. She's just recovering from a little cold, so she has these eye drops we have to do. But
Oliver's like, what are you doing with my sister?
Excuse me. She did not want to be held.
Should we do that
she's
real quick?
purring. Right now in my own life.
I know.
Oh, okay. Aw. You sweet girl. She's purring up a storm. Yeah, she is very alert right now. Huh. Say hi. Oh, Loki.
Loki, calm down, buddy. You're okay. You're a good big brother. You should.
Oh, she's a sweetie.
You are the best.
Yeah, we have been talking about getting a kitten for a while. Oh, she's like, ooh, what's that?
Although we didn't have a good discussion with Loki and Oliver.
We did not have a good family meeting about it. So, there are some thoughts. She is climbing up me.
You got her?
Oh my gosh, if you could hear her little purr.
Do you want me to leave her with you?
You might want to take her.
Come on, little girl. Come on. Let's go play with daddy stuff.
There we go.
Oh, this is that motor.
She is such a big motor.
She's not motor. I was just looking at that spot.
Yeah.
She's purring so much.
She is such a big perp. So there's Penny. Yeah. Aw. Her original name, so one of the things that drew us to her, because we really didn't have a gender. Well, we kind of wanted a female, but we didn't have a color in mind, But her original name is Columbus, which I don't know who named her Columbus, but they do it in batches of litters, and they all have a similar name. And so Columbus is actually the weekend that we got married. So I feel like it was a sign, pick her. But she is super cute and snuggly today, which makes me happy. All right, moving on to puzzling. Let's see what I can get done. I'm glad you guys got to see her. She is a little hard one to catch sometimes. She's much better about coming to you versus you going after her, Who's that? Is that her?
No, that's Oliver.
Oh.
Oliver.
Oh, wait. Where's her broom? Oh, okay. Sorry, just working on my puzzle. Trying to at least get a little bit done. Hi, Loki. How you doing, bud? It's been a lot, huh? Yeah, it's been a lot. They'll get used to her. It's a big adjustment. Okay there, bub? Yeah, I know. Oh, it's just Oliver. You're okay. There's a little... Nice. Hi, Claire. Dun, dun, dun. I'm currently... Hi, Bubba. Doing a Halloween puzzle. I know people are coming in and out of the chat. So hello to those who are just coming in. We're just having a chill afternoon puzzling together. Ooh, has anyone been watching Worlds? I didn't watch. I would tune in here and there, but I feel like for me, maybe it's just me, but I am definitely inspired by the speed puzzlers. But I'm usually not someone who loves content about speed puzzling. And so I originally was going to do like a huge video about speed puzzling and like tips and tricks for those who are just getting into it for like very, very beginners, just to like increase your speed a little. And I do have a ton of puzzles to do it with. And I still might do that video, but I feel like for me also, I'm such a casual puzzler at heart that speed puzzling, it's fun to do, but I don't want my content to solely be speed puzzling. There's so many other channels that do it. And some I've watched and some I haven't. I feel like it just doesn't keep my attention for long. I hope that makes sense. Again, I think it's super cool for those who do it and find joy in it. It's just something that I'm just like, it's fun to do, but I don't want it to be ever be stressful. I think that's the aspect of it. Like, I don't want it to be like bummed if I didn't get a certain time or something like that. Am I still going to do speed puzzling? Yes, but I feel like content wise, I just don't know if I'm the channel for that. And so if I go to events, yeah, I'll bring you along. But as far as other content around it, I don't know if that would be for me. So those are my thoughts on. Yeah. I'm like, once you see one video about worlds, do you really need to watch everybody's channel? Probably not. So I do kind of want to keep my space kind of like speed puzzling free unless I'm like actively going to a competition. So yes, next year I will be going to nationals, and I'll probably go to Portland Jigsaw Masters because it's right here, and I am actually going to Winter Carnival. But I don't really need to have. I like the vlog part of it, bring you guys along for the ride, but I don't think I need to do the analysis about it. So those are my thoughts. Maybe if I was faster, I'd think differently, but I also don't want it to be a huge deal for puzzling. One of the 24-hour ones does sound fun. I will say that. I think that's where, like, because for me, it's more like event versus like speed puzzling challenge. I would say I would be very tempted to do one of the 24-hour ones because that's just like a totally different thing and something I haven't done before with other people. Now I've done 24-hour puzzling, but by myself. But I think doing it as a team with a huge room of people also doing it, I think that would be so much fun. Just for like I just feel like the conversation as the night goes on and that type of thing would be super fun. Mm. Oh, thank you from Puerto Rico. Sorry, I'm seeing some comments. Yeah, I don't think it's that stressful. I also feel like people are just doing it because it's such a fun thing and versus like competition style. Maybe at the beginning you're all about the competition, then towards the end you're like, what did I sign up for? But I do think doing a 24-hour one would be super fun. Oh, it says gears. I was wondering what those gears went to, and there's a little robot guy. Sorry, I've been trying to get some water. Oh man. Let's see. I don't know what that yellow is. Is that? Oh, it's the bumblebee. I forgot there was a bumblebee. I feel like I need to do a little bit of sorting and then condense down some of my trays. I think they're all just a little bit empty. I do have the urge to do a 1,000-piece puzzle right now, but I don't know which one I want to do. I would love to maybe do a puzzle afternoon with Dave, which was supposed to be yesterday, but then things took a turn when we went to the animal shelter. Hi, Purple Cat. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you met that live too. I know it's very spontaneous, so it's kind of just like if anyone's on, come on over. But this was not a planned event, so I couldn't give anyone a heads up. I also think it's just fun when it's just like, oh, hey, I'm already puzzling and someone's online. Oh, wait. Let me go here. I feel like this tray, nothing is calling out to me. Hi, Loki. You being a good boy? He said, Mom, today's been a lot. I'm exhausted. I will say the cats have not had all of their naps today, so maybe they're all just grumpy and tired. You are the bumblebee. Yeah, I'm like looking at all the puzzles that are around me, and I'm like, which puzzle do I want to do next for 1,000 piece? I did my Shop My Stash a little bit ago, and I feel like those puzzles, after I did it, I then rearranged my shelving, and then I forgot which ones are on that Shop My Stash. So I know there's some fall ones here. Like I know Mushrooms from Antelope is on that, which is a cute image. So maybe that one. I'm not sure. One thing I need to do this week, if you guys signed up for the traveling puzzles, the last day to sign up was yesterday. And so I now can go through and assign everyone their puzzles. I think most people, maybe aside from a couple, will be able to get their first choice. And there's a couple bundles that actually have a lot of space in them. So I might open it up to maybe the Facebook group people. Or I guess the emails that I have, and be like, if you want a second selection, you're welcome to, of these ones specifically. Because there's a couple that only had a handful of people, and then there's a couple that had like almost, they're completely full. So yeah, I think that would be good just to have more people on the list if they wanted to join in. Those are my thoughts on that. But I need to now get them ready to ship out and send out all the emails so you guys know which list you're on. So that's my plan this week, is to get all that situated to send out the 7 traveling sets, which I'm excited for them. Also make a little bit more space in here because all those puzzles won't be here. Well, their boxes will be here, but they don't need to be in this space. Oh, that's what I was looking for, the bumblebee. Who's that, Loki?
Yes.
Oh.
Loki.
Oh, Stacy, you can sign up. We have lots of spaces. You can always just let me know which ones you want to do. I think the one that is completely full is bundle 1, but I think all the other bundles. Bundle 1 and bundle 3. I'm not sure a bundle 3 status, but we do have some space on those ones. My sorting is not helpful. Everything's kind of just everywhere. Oh, it's a okay. I feel like I need to put my boards inside so that way I have space to figure out what's happening. Oops, sorry. You're sitting on top of my puzzle board right now. So a couple days ago, I got this random huge package from All4Jig. I have no idea what it is. They sent me something, and I haven't unpacked it yet, so we'll have to do that together in some video because I have no idea what it is. I'm sure it's a board of some sort, but they didn't give me a heads up on it. Sorry. Trying to get this in. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. What am I working on? Oh, hi, Lynn. I am working on a boardwalk puzzle called Halloween Adventure. It's super cute. Making a little progress, not a ton of progress, because I feel like I've been more chatty than puzzly, but that is what I'm working on. Did you ever puzzle the brand House of Puzzles? I did my first 250 from them, and pieces are lovely. I have not, but I have heard amazing things, and I will probably be trying them soon. So I have heard amazing things about that brand. So that is one that I am very curious about. I got a lot of the spaceship dude. Also, for those who are just tuning in, like I don't have an overhead system right now because we got a new kitten yesterday, and I just didn't want the cord across the room for her. So we are just chatting and puzzling versus you guys seeing my progress. So that's why you're not seeing it. Because I know for me, I'd be like, what is she doing? But yeah. Oh, Nessa. Is anyone reading any good books right now? I pulled up my Kindle, which I feel like I've had the same Kindle for ages. And I always hated using it because for some reason, when I purchased it, I got the one that had the Amazon ads, and it just drove me nuts. So I never really used my Kindle a lot. And then I figured out that you can just like purchase a thing to remove the ads. And so I did that, and now I like my Kindle. So I've been reading a little bit more lately. Right now, I'm reading The Martian, which I love. I love the book. It's a very more sciencey than I'd expect, and I do like the additions that I see in the book than what it was in the movie. I love that movie, by the way. So I'm excited to read that, and then I want to read Project Hail Mary afterwards, which is by the same author, but it's a different standalone book. So that should Loki, but love to know some book recommendations. Always open to them. I haven't read as much this year, but I feel like now with the Kindle, it'll be great because I can read at night and it doesn't affect Dave at all. I can still read in bed. So we'll see if I can get some more reading in. I'm trying to decide where he goes. You guys go together somehow. Oh, you go there. Oh, it is. So the kitten is Penny. She was on just a few minutes ago. She's with Dave currently, but she is an orange kitty. She's female. I do have a little video over on Instagram or on my Facebook page. So if you want to see her when we first got her, you can go there. If we can catch her again, I'll show her to you. But she's super sweet. She's only 8 weeks, so she is very, very young. And yeah, we got her at the shelter yesterday. So we're still adapting. The boys are still adapting. They are doing well. Some doing better than others, but it's all going to work out. It's going to be great. So very exciting. I'm sure she'll be in a lot of future videos. She is already very curious about my puzzles. So, and at least the shell. She is very good at climbing, and she is very good at jumping so far. Like we didn't expect her to be able to do stairs because we had Oliver when he was a kitten. It took him a couple weeks to figure out stairs. So she already knew how to go up and down the stairs, which was great. So all exciting stuff. But that is the reason why I don't have my overhead system today. Just so it's safe for her. Da, da, da. Don't know. Oh, there you go. Oh, there we go. Trying to get a little bit of progress on this puzzle. I don't know if I'll finish it in this live, but I'll do a good attempt. Look at the bumblebee's wings. Who you got? Loki, come snuggle. No? Okay. I think it's been a lot. I think I need a nap. We didn't have a requirement that she'd be orange, but she was super sweet and we went with her. So we actually did go with we could do whatever we wanted to. We were thinking maybe a black kitty, but we saw her and if she fit, She is so cute. Hi, Baba. What? Loki said, "Don't forget I'm still here. I'm also 6,000% cute." Oh, you're so sweet. Hi, Loki. You are being a good big brother, huh? Yeah. He said, "God, you have no idea how traumatic it's been. She's so dangerous. She's a solid 4 inches tall." Yeah, you're being a good boy. So, boys are just getting extra loving now. Huh. Yeah. I hear her. Thank you, sir. Oh, sweaters. We are in sweater season now. Yeah. There's that. That is his glasses. Oh, and he goes here. We think it's going to be he does seem huge compared to the baby. Yeah. She's a little one too. Like when we got Loki, he was 4 months and he was a young runt 4 months. And then we got Oliver, and Oliver was a big 8-week-old. And then she's tiny. She's a little one. So super cute though. Oh, there we go. It's her wings. Hi. I have a feeling by the end of the day, though, she's going to be snuggling with one of the boys. I'm thinking it's going to be Oliver, but we'll see. Hi. Yes, you're doing so good. Yes, it is good to have, yeah, you're going to be good. You're going to be a good brother. Yeah. I think having older cats helps them learn manners. Because it definitely helped with Loki when he was a kitten. We had Mo and Ziggy, and at the time they were, I think, 15 when we got Loki. So it was like 2 old men and a baby. and they took him under like within like a few hours, like especially Mo. Mo was like a huge Maine Coon cat, and he loved him. He loved Loki. But it was funny because Loki had so much energy as a little kitten, and he'd be like playing with Mo's tail and like trying to do like little play fights, and Mo would like literally like sit on him and be like, "Chill, dude, you are too much right now." Um, so it definitely helped Loki calm down a little bit, and learn his spot. So I'm sure she'll learn hers too. And then when we got Oliver, we didn't have Mo, but we had Loki and Ziggy took him right under. He would like bathe him and snuggle him, and I'm hoping she gets similar treatment just because the other two boys had a very good upbringing with the older cats. I'm hoping they follow suit, That's the hope, anyways. I'm sure every cat is different, but they haven't been super mean to her, which is good. Da, da, da. What? She's being snuggly to you? Well, I'm kind of busy, babe. And this dude is this guy. And this is her. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah. They'll teach her, if she doesn't cover right, she'll know. Or if she's a little bit too much, they definitely can help train a cat how to behave, or how not to behave. Like I'm sure she'll learn how to jump on the counter at some point. How old are the boys now? So Loki just turned double digits. He is 10 years old now. And then Oliver is 7. So, hi, Loki. Babe. So he's the old man. Okay. So, if you want to know, I can't show it to you, but where I'm at with the puzzle, I have the moon done. And then most of the characters are at least lined up. There's some pieces missing of the robot dude. Sorry, the robot dude. And then the bumblebee needs to get filled in. But other than that, the characters are done. I'm wanting to finish off the robot and then whatever piece is left, and then connect the skeleton with the moon. I don't know if you can see all that from here, but that's my thoughts. I also have pieces for Frankenstein. So I'll probably do him soon too. Hi, Loki. Hi. No, it's not. Tennis, especially for us, I feel like also, 10 is still considered like a senior cat, right? I think it's 11 or 12 where it's a senior. Some people say 10 is a senior. It's so hard to tell though, because we had Ziggy who was 23, which was definitely more geriatric than just a senior cat. But hi, Bubby. So I feel like our timeline is very skewed just because we did have such an old cat. Loki, it's okay. Yeah. Mhm, mhm. Hi, baby. Oh, really? That's quite the story, sir. I'd like to share my disinterest and my new sister. Oh, you are this dude. Hi. I have a feeling he's trying to jump up on the table. Hi. You're being very good, sir. He is having conversations across the world, huh? Hi, Loki. Yeah. Hi, sweet boy. Hi. You're so sweet. I'm trying to puzzle. Mama, you don't need to puzzle now. I need love. He is so needy right now. Oh, sorry, gotta move you so I can get the pieces. This is nice and smooth. Let's see, what are you? What's this? Oh, okay. Then you are this. I'm making progress. I know. Worlds is so fast. It's very interesting that this year they allowed them to choose between puzzles. I wonder how that would have affected the time, you know? I haven't followed it a ton, but I have been watching like which puzzles pop up. So I was very excited to see the one I thrifted the other day. Actually, I saw it right after I saw that it was on Worlds, which is kind of cool. the Disney one. I think it would also give people a chance to maybe choose a puzzle they've already done before, especially in the prelims where you have pre-release puzzles, so you may have already done them. Like there's some puzzles there that were very popular. I think that is very interesting. Loki. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I do like that too. I wish there was there last year because I wonder which options there would have been, you know? I feel like I would be tempted though to go again if it was in a different location, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Like if because one of our top like 10 places to visit is Germany. So if they did one in Germany, which I feel like there's been speculation they'll do that sometime, that would be really cool because then we could like go to that trip and then maybe go do worlds. But it also, I think the issue I have with the worlds is that it's so long, so it's like a week long of competing, and you have to be pretty close because especially if you because there's a conversation happening in the Facebook group of like a lot of US people didn't go this year, like some of our top competitors, and I'm like, I'm not surprised because it's in the same location. They would have gone there 4 years in a row, and it's a very hard place to get to. Like you fly, sometimes for me I'd have to fly across the country, then fly across the ocean, only to take a train. It's a very long commute, and then you have to be there a few days early so you're not jet lagged. And so once you take that all into consideration, it's like a 12-day trip. And so it's expensive, it's long. If you are working, you're gonna have to take off almost all of your PTO just for worlds. Like I understand why people didn't go. I think it needs to change location because there's really not too much to do in that area. Um, and again, it's busy. You're constantly going back and forth to the dome, and it is a super fun experience. But I think if you've done it once in that location, I don't think you need to go multiple times. Unless you really want to compete. But if you're doing it for the travel aspect, I personally would have rather seen it in a different location. Hi, Loki. He's very upset. What? And also, it's just expensive. Traveling across the ocean is an expensive trip. It's not like you're in a different country in Europe where you can just like take a train and take a quick flight. How's the new kitten? She's sweet. Is she still with you, Ben?
What?
Is she still with you?
Yeah, she's sitting on my belly.
She's sitting on your belly? Aw, she's snuggling Dave. She is super sweet. She has a lot of energy, but she is also only 8 weeks old. So there's that. Oh, it's her hair. Hi. Hi, Loki. What? You telling me a story? Why don't you take a nap? Go in your house.
Well, she was on my belly.
Aw.
Now she wants to play with the Cursor on the screen.
Loki used to do that. Oh, here's this one. All right, I think I can condense down to 2 trays. Oh, there we go. Hi, Bubba. You're so sweet. Sweet boy. Loki is right here, and I have a feeling he's like looking up. So he might be joining us on the table in a minute. We'll see. Sorry, gotta rotate you to put this board back. Okay. Moving on. Working on the bumblebee. You and your headband. I saw someone say something about their Costco puzzles, and then I missed it. So I'm not sure where it went. I don't know. But part of me wants to go back and see if there's more, because I have been loving them. I did 2 of them already from the Costco trip. And hi, God bless you. Yeah. Move this down. You, what are you? Oh, wait, you have an eye. I was like, I feel like I keep seeing these eyeballs, and they're part of the robot dude. Nice. And we got these eyeballs that go on this alien. Loki gave up. You can't even? Is she adorable? I'm like, hurry up, finish the puzzle so I can go see her. There, I got, this goes up here. Oh wait, you go here. Ooh, okay, so I feel I'm definitely over like the halfway point for my puzzle. We got all the characters pretty much done. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Hi Jan, welcome. This is the puzzle that I'm doing. It is Halloween Adventure by Eden Lance, and it's a boardwalk puzzle. So I just finished all the characters. I just finished the moon and Frankenstein. I have some random bits that need to go up. I'm thinking next I'll do the pumpkins because that's the whole bottom, and then we'll go upwards. There's a couple dark characters in the background too. Looks like we have like a Dracula dude. And is that a werewolf? It's a werewolf. It's pretty dark. I think pumpkins first, and then we'll do above them. Yeah, very spontaneous. I just was like, you know what? It's rainy, and I want a puzzle, and I thought, why not hang out with you guys at the same time? So feel free to let me know what you're working on if you're just tuning in. You're just chilling, and I don't have a hot beverage. So I was not at all prepared for this. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I couldn't figure out what this was. There's like a texture. It's where the flashlight is. I was like, what are these lines? That's what it is. Ooh. I feel like I haven't done a good gradient in a while. I did get a new kitten. You can see a little video of her on my Instagram right now. It's definitely like always fun just to follow all the world content. I just think it's crazy how fast people have gotten. Like it used to be if you got under an hour, like, ooh, that was a really good time. Now it's like if you get close to 45 minutes to 30 minutes, that's where you want to be to even like a potential qualification, which is absolutely crazy. People are just getting faster and faster. But we're just chilling and puzzling today. I feel like I haven't gotten too much puzzling done in the past, like, I feel like all of September. I say that though, and then I look at like my content, like I'll like scroll through pictures and videos, and I'm like, oh, but I still did like 12 puzzles this month. Hi, Michelle. So, Sorry, I'm just like reading comments. I haven't watched like all of it. There's just it's a lot. But it is very just watching it, it's motivating, but also I'm like, I'd never get to that level. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. It is cool today. It's very rainy. I had to pull out a sweater. We're just trying to hold off on turning on the heat. So it is cold and damp in here, and it's not crazy, crazy cold. It's probably, I don't know the temperature, maybe in the 60s outside, but it's just damp. So it just makes the house seem really, really cold. So it is getting close to that time of year. We are planning on doing something warm this fall. Nope, this winter. Most likely with my parents, maybe going to Florida, maybe going to somewhere tropical. We're still planning that out, but we are prepared this year to have like a warm vacation booked before the winter, because the cold is fine. Like it doesn't get super, super cold here. Like there's a couple, yeah, below like getting close to the single digits here, but the thing that gets to you is like it's always dreary and rainy. And it may not be like a downpour rain, but it's definitely dreary, overcast, misty, just icky. So having a winter getaway to somewhere warm just to get maybe a smidgen of vitamin D is very welcome. So we do want to do something this winter. We have quite a few ideas next year for travel. We're still trying to figure out what we want to include because one thing that popped up, which I think we've decided not to do it, but Jonathan from speedpuzzling.com is doing another puzzle cruise, and it's out of Seattle, which is like so tempting because we don't have to fly. But the issue is like we've done that same cruise 3 times already, and it would be fun to do it for like a puzzle event, but I don't think we're going to do it just because it's in July, and I feel like July goes by so fast for us. That's usually when we take our trip to Maine, which we could always move our trip to Maine, but it's just like winter. I mean, summer is just a short time here. Like, I don't want to go further north, but also it's our next year will be 15 years for our anniversary. So we wanted to do something bigger for that trip. We always try to do something in October for our anniversary. So not sure what we're going to do, but we have a lot of ideas. Dave always calls me the idea lady because I love planning vacations. Oh, this is a corner piece. But we'll see. Lots of travel in the works at least. And then of course I have travel for like my channel too, because I am going to Winter Carnival to St. Paul, going to Atlanta for nationals, and then I might maybe have to go to St. Louis again. But how are you? I'm trying to get this bottom edge done. I'm actually getting a little bit hungry. Sounds good, Lynn. Yeah, I'm excited to do something warm next year. What did we do last year? I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, man, this is slow going. I feel like their edges are really hard. You, and they're green. Yeah. We did Desert Hot Springs a few years ago, which we actually really loved, but that's same. There's not too much to do outside of where you're staying. I mean, we still had a great time, but I do remember that. It's like we just chilled. I forget the resort that we went to, but it had like an actual hot spring spot inside of it, which was really nice. Oh, hey, that's your mitten. So I think I might just do Florida because that's where my parents are in the winter. But we might go to some type of resort. I don't know if we'll do Disney, but we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Oh, you. I'm getting somewhere with these pumpkins. Is she still sleeping on you? She's a little daddy's girl. Any puzzles in preparation for your trip? No. I have big plans to do the big 15. I mean, that was how many pieces? 13,000 piece. I've only done the 2 sections so far, but I do want to finish that, and I feel like that would be a good amount of Disney puzzling. But I did also just get it's right next to me, the one that was at Worlds that I got thrifted. So I'll probably do this one, maybe actually in December because our trip is actually our Christmas present. So maybe that would be fun to do as a reminder that we're doing that for Christmas. But the 13,000 piece is plenty enough Disney puzzling. I'm trying to think if I feel like I got another one recently. I don't remember. I also just found in our garage. So in our garage, I feel like it'd be a fun video. So a while back I had done, well, oftentimes when I do decluttering, I may keep a puzzle because I'm like, maybe I just want to hold on to it for a bit longer, or maybe I want to sell it, or, there's a reason I didn't like just donate it. And so I actually have like totes and totes of puzzles in our garage of puzzles that are still like almost feel like in purgatory. Like I might do them someday, but they're technically like decluttered for my collection. And so I know there's one in there that I saw the other day. That's a bunch of just Disney rides. They're just it's from Disney, and I feel like they don't have the best of puzzle their quality is kind of off, but I think it'd be fun to do because they're old Disney posters for the rides, and there's a 4-pack bundle. I think that would be fun to do before we go, to get us excited. But we have, again, a lot of pieces to do already. I'm just pulling out all the orange this time. Before I was just pulling out the edges, and I feel like there's so many like false edges that I didn't pull out the right things. Trying to get these jack-o'-lanterns done. That would be good. Oh, hey, you go there. Mm-hmm. The thing with those 13,000 pieces, it's like once you sort it, sorting is the worst part of it. But once you get that done, it goes really fast. But it takes me a long time to do the sorting. And it does help, though, because it would take me, I feel like, just as long to sort the pieces as to do the puzzle. It's been really fast. So I think I want to get back into that and do the next section this week, probably. I don't know which section to do next. I did do like a little pick from the hat that last time around, and I feel like that worked really well. So that might be something I do. Sorry, just seeing. I'm still waiting for Puzzle Warehouse to get the Cherry Podsy puzzle they had to take from me. Oh no. I know that actually happened to me too. It was when I was shopping the day after you left. There was one that was it was like a little cow puzzle. It was so cute. And they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "It's fine." But yeah, I know right now it takes a long time to get things from the EU right now because it has to go on a ship and then it gets stuck in ports and such. So when they do orders that are international like that, it can take like a couple months to get them in stock. So hopefully, I mean, I can always check to see which one you're looking at and see the inventory and if it's on its way. But I'm in the same boat because I really wanted that. It was a little Highland cow. It was so cute, but it was already spoken for. Mm-hmm. For those who are wondering, Michelle's talking about when she went to Puzzle Palooza. It's just super fun to shop, but they pause all online order pickups during that time. So people are still ordering online. And so if they ordered the puzzle that you chose and it's the only one, like they had to take the puzzle from you. And it really only happened like a few times. Just so happened to happen to Michelle and me. But really it only happened just like a handful of times while the weekend is happening. But I'm excited to go back at some point just because it's so overwhelming and it's so fun to shop in there. And they only open it up a couple times a year, so. All right, let's see. Trying to get something done. Mm-hmm. You go there, and then, sorry, I'm trying to figure out these pumpkins. They're tricky. Mm-hmm. Oh, the vase with sunflowers. The vase has a peacock. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading all the different things. Penny is so cute. Penny is so cute. She is adorable. What does these littles and crowns by your names mean? I have no idea. I don't know what that means. I know, and it has numbers. Oh, okay. So it's like it like ranks you? That's interesting. I do see who our top my top commenters are, which Stacy, you are number 1, by the way, and then I think Puzzle Cat is next in line. Like, it's cool to see who is the top commenters. Okay. I feel like that must be a new feature. I don't remember that being there before. Hmm. Oh, this is I'm trying to figure this out. These pumpkins are tricky. I think it's this. You. Okay. I'm someone who watches a ton of YouTube, and I very seldom comment. Like, I'm not the best subscriber, I guess. But I do watch, like, if I end up following someone and subscribe, like, I watch every single video from start to finish. But I am just a creeper, and I do very seldom do I actually write a comment. But thank you for everyone who has written and is participating now. It definitely, it makes it more exciting to see all your comments coming in. Ah, okay. Super chat is when you kind of donate money to me, pretty much. It kind of puts yours above everyone else's, so you can comment. Um, don't feel the need to do that. This is all just free for you to watch. Yeah. Mhm. Trying to figure out this puzzle. I don't know if it's actually gonna be complete by the end of this live. These pumpkins are a lot. For some reason, they're proving to be a bit tricky. Let's see. Heard you have a new kitten. How's the cat's getting along? They're adjusting. Loki is having a harder time than Oliver so far, but they haven't been truly mean to her. There's been a bit of hissing. Oliver is definitely the big brother in the situation, and is very curious of her. I feel like they're going to be beef buds. I think it's going to take Loki a little bit longer, but it's only been a day, and I feel like everyone's doing good so far. So that's the status on the new kitten. I don't know if we'll get her back on here. She was on earlier, and she's very wiggly. So yeah, but she is adorable and adjusting well. She's, I think, snuggling on top of Dave right now. Is she still with you, babe?
What's that?
Is she still with you?
Yeah.
Aw.
She's like, I can't even describe it.
Hold on, I want to see her. All right, sorry, I had to get a little kitty snuggle in. She is so freaking cute. Oh my gosh, she is just like, Dave just has her like this, and she's just like curled up in a little ball sleeping. So I'm not gonna disturb her. She's just gonna have her little kitty nap. I don't know. I feel like I need to have a whole separate video, just like her first week. But she's cute. She's been up all morning, so I'm surprised it's taken her so long to fall asleep. But it's been a very exciting morning with her new brothers, new house, exploring. She explored in here for quite a bit. It's been very exciting. Oh, yay. I feel like this puzzle has a really good fit. Like there's a good like crunch to it, which just makes me happy. Maybe she would let her sleep. She did well last night, but we did have her in a separate room for the evening just because we had brought her home later in the evening. And so we were just like, you know what, well, she's just going to adapt and chill on her own. And she did great overnight. She was just in her own little room. We woke up to Oliver hanging outside of the door, and he's been very nice to her. So, which we were expecting Loki to be the one who was more interested, but I'm happy that Oliver is instantly was like, "Oh, who are you? I want to be your friend." So, I think it'll be good. I think she's going to have some good role models. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Dave made breakfast this morning. He made eggs and toast, which is my favorite. I haven't had it in ages. It was really tasty, but now I'm starting to get a little hungry. Oh no, it was really cool. This past week, we had the Goodyear blimp in the airport because I was going to the fair back and forth. I know. Sorry, you guys can't see the overhead. I guess I can move you just to see the glimpse of it. So let me finish this section, and I'll show you where I'm at. But I don't have my normal overhead because of the cord that would have been across the room, and I didn't want to strangle a kitty cat. So I'll show you in a little bit. It might be a very awkward angle and upside down, but hopefully I can get you to see what I'm doing. Oh, you go here. Okay. I'm trying to finish these pumpkins though, so that's the status of that. Mm-hmm. What are you? Ooh, that's a good question. I haven't seen all of them, so I'm curious to see which are the popular ones. Trying to decide what to do with this. Like what? Oh, it's a mouse. Sorry, I just realized I'm like, who is this dude? There's a mouse here. Go there. And then there's a puzzle pumpkin with a spider on it. I don't like him. I feel like this puzzle though is like the perfect example is why sometimes you don't want to do edges first because there are so many pieces like this one where if you were sorting at the beginning you'd be like, oh, that's an edge, like it's completely flat, but it wasn't. So you would be surprised of how many people will comment on a video where maybe I don't do the edge first, like, why are you sorting that way? I can't believe you're starting in the middle. I sometimes have to be very nice and civil in the comments, but in my head, I'm a little bit more sarcastic. Oh, what are you? Oh, I think it's crazy that some people have been able to memorize the grid cut, which for me also takes away the fun of doing the puzzle because me, I'm definitely all about the image versus like trying to be the fastest. And that's cool when people can be that fast, but I think it's wild. It's crazy to watch though. You're like, oh my gosh. Mhm. Oh, it's the pumpkin. Haha. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I'm like, I think I maybe be able to do like the first row, but after that, I'd be like, I'd forget it. It's like the same people who can memorize like pi up to a certain point. I don't think I'm that skilled at memorizing that type of thing. But it's a way to get a get ahead on something like worlds, where if you know exactly which piece comes next, or at least the shape of it. Mhm. You have square eyes. I think you are you then. You have circle eyes. I just realized that all the pumpkins had different cuts for their eyes. So I'm trying to do those pieces, I guess. Yes, I have seen. There's I think it's actually from Washington, where he combines it to like make a whole different image. It's really cool. But I do think maybe to change it up a bit, I think Ravensburger needs to change their dye, so that way it kind of gives everyone an even playing ground. Although, how annoyed would you be if you're like practicing so much that you know the grid cut, and then all of a sudden you get there and the cut is completely different. But I think it would give a little bit of a twist to the competition for sure. Time reading comments. 40 minutes is still crazy. Which is still fun to watch, though. And I think it'd be fun to watch if you aren't a puzzler, because you're like, what in the world is happening? One of the things that I loved when we went to Winter Carnival is that it's in an active train station. And so we were right up against the guardrail where people were like waiting for the train, and you could see them hear them being like, "Oh my gosh, what is happening here?" And then seeing how fast people are. I mean, we weren't the fastest team, but we were pretty speedy, and it's just interesting to hear the commentary from people who aren't puzzlers, because I think most people, when if they aren't a puzzler, are assuming we're here for days and days, or you have a puzzle on the table for a month at a time, but to see people do it that fast, I'm sure it's very like, wait a second, what is this world? And it might interest people to actually join because it might not be the hobby they had in their head. But I'm excited to go back to Winter Carnival next year because it's definitely different, because no one's working from the box. You get kind of accustomed to not working from the box. And I like how everyone also, like, once you start competing, you're all hanging out in the one lobby, where there's tables and just chilling, and it's a fun atmosphere. So I'm excited to go back this winter. I mean, am I excited to go to St. Paul again in the winter? No, but it would still be fun. It is not your grandma's puzzling, that's for sure. And I feel like even in casual puzzling, it's even not the same. Like the images is a whole bunch different. Um, it's not like your typical Mattel or Wasaki images, you know. Hmm. Morning, Marlene. I think I'm also too lazy to memorize the grade cut. I'm like, it's not that intense for me. Yes, I'm excited. I feel like I need to do more puzzle twists to get in the habit. Actually, I think what would be helpful is also to do Cobble Hill because they have the same cut. And so I think in general, I need to speed practice a little bit more for a random cut puzzle. So I think doing more would be helpful. I didn't do individuals last year. Maybe I'll do individuals this coming year. But it was also fun just to watch. So we'll see. Um, but it's a fun event. I never thought I'd be like super excited to go back to Minnesota in the winter, but here we are. That goes there. Yay. Okay, we're making progress on these pumpkins, but it is very slow going. Again, once I finish the pumpkins, I'll give you a little bit of an overhead view, but it just might be a very awkward overhead view. So we'll do our best. I still haven't done the one from individuals last year, so that'd be a good one to do a practice run of. But I think that's the only one I haven't done in a 500 piece. But I do have a couple Cobble Hills, I think. There's yeah, I have a couple Cobble Hills that I can do. So at least I'd get the piece cut, but I need to, I think, invest in a few more. Mm-hmm. Oh, you? No. Is Puzzle Twist a brand? Yes. Puzzle Twist, it's I can show you one. So, Puzzle Twist is a fun brand because the image that you see on the box is not the image that you do. And they have a couple different variations of what you could see as far as mix-ups. So here's just a couple of them. So this one is called Mixed Up, where you have a collage puzzle, but the image that you do is similar images. Like it's usually the same exact images, but they're in different spots on the puzzle. So you might have like this image, it might be in the corner. So that's like a mixed up puzzle. And then they have something amiss where you have like an image, like this one here was individuals last year, but the image will be somewhat different. Like they might have like an extra ice cream cone, or the coloring's different, or maybe the whole theme is different. Like you're doing a summer puzzle, but the image on the box is like a winter theme. So that's like the style for something amiss. There's some changes that happen, but again, it's not the exact puzzle on the box. They also have a line that I forget what it's called, but the box is black and white, And so the puzzle that you're doing is in color. I know that's an option, and there's a fourth one, and I know there's 4 different things that they could do. Um, but it's a fun concept because a lot of people are used to using the box as an image, and you kind of get in the habit with Puzzle Twist to not use the box, and you're just trying to create the puzzle based off what you see. So it's a fun concept, and I feel like it again kind of levels up the playing field because you don't know what you're gonna do, or what the changes are. So I don't know if I'll do individuals next year. It's fun, just to get the puzzle, but we'll see. Ta-da. Where is your mouth? Oh, it's your mouth. But I will say in general that competition is just very fun. Like the whole weekend is just fun. So I will be excited to go. Are the shapes random? Yeah. It's a very wild cut. So if you like Cobble Hill, they are the same cut as Puzzle Twist. Let's see. I have a question about nationals. Can you just show up to spectate, or if you're not with a participant? I'm in South Carolina, could possibly just drive there. Next year is a little bit different because it is a convention style versus this past year. They alternate. So one year it might be not existing, but this year they wanted to do something. So that's why they joined up with AwesomeCon. But next year is the convention style. And I believe you could just go and spectate. I don't think there was a ticket for that. But there was a ticket if you want to do the convention things outside of just watching the competition. So I think for the competition, you could just go and spectate. But if you want to go do casual puzzling or see the vendors and such, I think that required an actual ticket. I don't know if it'll change this year, but that is nationals. But I think it's in Atlanta next year, so that'll be fun. I might be working part of it because it's open to more brands, which would be nice because I feel like this past year was kind of a bummer because there weren't too many brands being represented besides Ravensburger because it was part of AwesomeCon. So it's only a couple other brands where this year we can actually have a lot more and a lot more brands can participate. So it will be fun. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. Oh, yay. I feel like these are taking me forever. These pumpkins. I think it's just part because I'm talking to you guys, which was the whole point of coming on today. Yay. Bye, Michelle. Have a good one. Thanks for coming. I think once I'm done with the pumpkins, I actually also might sign off just because I'm really hungry for lunch. And I also want to snuggle a little girl. Well, that sounds really awkward. Now I'm going to snuggle the new kitten. But she's been sleeping on Dave, which, not going to lie, a little jealous. already been on here 2 hours. Wow, I'm the slowest puzzler today. Oh, well. Go here. You go here. All right. Is that all the pumpkin pieces I got? I think there's some more in here. Sorry, I'm gonna pull this out. I'd love to finish this little bottom part. I just did the one more piece thing with you guys. I'm like, oh, hold on. Sorry, psych. Sorry, just trying to finish the section. The other night, which puzzle was I doing? I don't know, but I started it way too late. And even Loki was kind of annoyed that I started it so late. And I was like, oh, just do a little bit of sorting. Oh, it was the bits and pieces, that gnome puzzle. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. But I started it and I could not stop. And then I was filming at the time, and then I stopped the camera because I was like, I need to go to bed. And then I continued on. And then I almost finished it. I was able to stop myself. I only had 30 pieces left. But it was a cute puzzle. It was gnome Halloween something something. But sometimes you just get in the groove and you're like, oh, I don't want to stop. Oh, it's her hat. The little witch's hat. Okay, I think. I'm going to rotate you again. And doing a side showing, please. It can be a big problem, especially if you have something the next day and you go to bed at 1 a.m. You're like, oops, my bad. Sorry, you get the trays out. It's it looked wild for a solid 30 minutes, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, actually, I'm almost done. Although I'm not. I still have to do the upper of a big chunk over here. But I do feel pretty good about its current status. I do want lunch though, so I'm going to finish this section, show you guys my status, and then I'm going to go have lunch. Do you think I'll be able to snuggle her a second? Do you think I'll be able to snuggle her a second and show people? Oh.
What were you saying?
I said, would it be possible to show her to people? Aw, she's definitely a daddy's girl, huh?
Go bless you.
Here she is.
She sneezed.
Aw. So for those who are tuning in, this is Penny.
She's purring.
Aw.
She just woke up.
Just woke up. She's so sweet and purry and sleepy. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a big purr, miss. Oh, God bless you. Here she is. She is adorable. She's been sleeping on Dave's arm for a solid 2 hours.
Feels like it.
She is super sweet. She just got fixed a couple days ago. Huh. And she has 2 new big brothers that are doing good. She's tiny. She is a small 2-month-old, huh? Yeah, she's like, oh, that's a spot. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She likes behind her ears. She's tiny. You're a little one, huh? You're doing good, though. Is she falling asleep?
Mm.
Or she's like, oh, what's that? Look at all those little pieces. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun this evening. I don't have her voice yet. She's still too little, huh? Sweet girl. Do you want to take her back?
No. Hi. Let's see if she walks over.
I'd put you on the puzzle table, but I don't want you to get in the habit of that, so.
Oh. She's just hanging.
Yeah. Oh, she's trying to get behind me.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Turn around the other way.
Yeah.
Keep turning.
There we go.
All right, Owen.
I'm sure you'll see plenty of her in videos in the future. But anyways, let me show you where I'm at. Sorry, it's going to look really weird because I'm going to be lifting up the computer for you guys to see. But I'll show you my current status. Sorry, I'm going to rotate you. And here is the status of the puzzle. Really just this corner here and the top border needs to be done. Sorry. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me for the past couple hours. If you've been here that long or if you just tuned in, hello. But I am going to say goodbye and hang out with our new kitten and love the boys and have lunch. So that is the plan. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'm sure you'll see me in the near future with another video. So, bye guys.